What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Keither.net E-mini S&P 500 Index Futures Daily Review. All right, so first I want to take a look at what happened yesterday and what happened overnight. So let's take a quick look at that before we start here. Okay, and that's the open right there, so we'll go back. Okay, yesterday we hit a low here and we came up back towards the highs. And then we kind of trended a little bit here through here and here and here. And then we pulled off a little, we pulled back a little bit at the end of the day here. And then overnight we went up a little bit and we pretty much flagged out, went a little bit sideways. Now I've already looked at the 5-minute chart. This is the tick chart. On the 5-minute price chart, really what happened is we came up and this is all pretty much sideways all through here. So we pretty much went sideways overnight. Now, first thing I see on the tick chart is it came up and it flagged out here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a trend line there. And let's go ahead and see what happened today. Okay. So we opened up on this level here, which was drawn in from yesterday or the day before. There was a high here at this point. It touched here, it touched here, it touched here. So that's a significant point right there. So let's see what happens. We're at that level. It found support, and now it's coming back up to this trend line possibly. Okay. Let's keep going here. Now, at this point, it's not really good to say what it's going to do because the open can be so wild. It can dip one way and then reverse the other and go all day. So I'm not going to take any trades yet, even though it came back up to this level. And really, per our strategy, we're at the 21 EMA. It's just kind of batting around it right here. We want it to trend into the EMA like it did here. And like it did over here. It went up, it pulled back and hit it, and then took off. And then right here, it came back, it trended up, and then it went down. We want to see it moving, not just kind of banging around. So we got a little bit of a breakout right there above that trend line we drew. Okay, and we're still kind of just drifting. We are going higher. Okay, and we're back to the 21 EMA. So at this point, we're going to be watching for an entry. So that's our signal bar right there. And that's our entry bar. But I'm not going to take it because look at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They all kind of just banged around this 21 EMA, which we saw back here. So I'm not going to take a trade yet. I want to see what happens. Okay, see, it's more just banging around. It's on top of it, which is a good sign, but it has no direction. It's stuck on the 21 EMA at this point. And now it looks like it's breaking down a little bit. Now we need to watch this level right here, because as we said, over here, this was one point it touched here, it touched here, it touched here. So we're going to watch this area and see what it does. Okay, we're back up to the 21 EMA right here after bouncing off of this level right here. So what I'd be looking at here, if I was trading live, is one, it tested this level 1, 2 times. So it's either going to continue higher or it's going to come back down and break through it. Typically, after the market tests something twice, it tries to go the other way. So I expect this to move up a little bit, but we still need it to pull back to the 21 EMA. Okay, and it did, there it goes. It did go up. And now it really pushed us right back down into it. That's a heavy candle right there. And the fact that we had a little bit of a flagging right here and then this big massive red candle in relation to all this, that's a sign of weakness right there. And once again, you can see here, we're just banging around this 21 EMA. There's nothing to trade here, here, here. You can be more aggressive and take a trade, but you need to keep your stops tight. And it's not really a strategy. It's just a get in and, hope you got the right direction. And again, we tried to pull up and we came right back down to it. Okay, now we're coming back down. Let's see if it'll test this level once more. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do here is we came up, we came down, we came up, we came down, and now we're coming back down, or coming back up to this 21 EMA. So let's see if it gives us an entry here for potential downside and break through this, because this would be 1, 2. If it came back down, it'd be the third try, and more than likely it would break through. Okay, and we did not even get an entry. It went right back up on top of the 21 EMA. And guess what? Once again, we're just banging around, banging around. We're really just sitting here waiting for some movement. There are no trades in here that are really worth taking. And it's already 1 o'clock here on the chart. And we're still banging around. Now, this is a nice up candle. Let's see what it does. But you still have this resistance right here that we met earlier. And look at that. We came right back down. So at this point, I should have already noted this, but I didn't. You see what's happening here? We're getting kind of a channel set up here. Let's see where I want to draw it. Let's draw it right there. So we hit it up here, or we're pretty close. I could probably readjust that and make it work. But we hit it, we came down, we hit it, we came down, we hit it. And now we're kind of just dragging out right below it. So a couple things here. One, you want to look for it to come back down to this area. But now that I've drawn this channel line in, we hit it, we hit it, we hit it, we hit it, we hit it. Why didn't it come back down? That tells me that there could be a shift in the market. I mean, it always came back down and it always went up. So what happened here? It's kind of holding up. But again, it's just kind of batting around the 21 EMA. So let's see what happens. And it's still just going sideways. And it's already 1:50 p.m. Okay, we finally broke out, but guess what? It's already 2:36. The trading day is almost over. And there we go. It's closed. So, there were no trades on this video today. There just wasn't any movement, and even the sideways action was not very good. Unless you were watching it before the open and you played this early morning movement here, which I really don't like to do because, as I said, the early morning can be very volatile, and it can go one way and then reverse the other, and then it could drop again. And usually around 10 o'clock, it'll work itself out. You can trade it before that. I would say the first hour, first half hour at least, I don't like to trade. But anyways, for our strategy, there was no real plays. Let's just take a quick look here. It opened, it came up, it pulled back. This would have been a trade area right here, but it never gave us, well, it did give us a signal right there, but it never took off. It broke back down, it came back up through the 21 EMA, and it came back to it. But again, it was just kind of sitting on it. You know, guys, just a lot of sideways action today. Not much trend to this at all. I wouldn't even call this a oh, it's obviously not a trend day. It's a consolidation or channel day, sideways action. But to be completely honest on this, with this trade review, I did not take any trades, so I didn't win or lose anything. But honestly, if I was trading this live, I think I probably would have had 1 or 2 losing trades just because how it looks. Coming through here, you can see this area, especially right here. This was an actual setup. If I played this right here, I would have been stopped out. We came up, we pulled back to 21 EMA. This was a great indecision doji candle right here. This was our signal bar. And this red candle right here was actually an entry bar. It would have knocked us into that trade. And guess what? It stopped right there and then it reversed. So honestly, if I was trading this live, I probably would have taken this trade. It's hard to say because I'm not trading live, but it was looking like a pretty good setup, especially with these candles being bigger after all this overlapping junk right here. We had these two candles that look like they might start trending. That looked like a good setup, but it did fail and break down. Let's see. This, we just kind of crossed it and came back down. Um, I might have played there. I can't say I would have played this, but one thing to look here, it broke up. It came down. And it was hitting around the 21 EMA, but look at this. Oh, hold up. Trend line. It did flag out a little bit here. It came down to 20 EMA and it flagged out. So at this point, I might have been looking for it to go short. And really, if I would have saw that the channel was established at this point, I would have said, okay, it came down, it came back up and tested this high of the channel. I would be expecting for it to drop and come all the way back down here. And it did break out, but it only broke out for 2 candles. So I can't really say if that would have been a trade or not. I could have taken it, and I don't think, let's see here. 2001 even, so 2075. Yeah, I would not have gotten my point. So either I would have sat in it, or I would have given up, or I would have taken a loss on that as well. That is not really per the strategy. So I can't say if I would take that or not. So yeah, today, to be honest, if I was trading, I might have had a couple losing trades, but for this review, as you saw, I went bar by bar, and I would like to say once again, I try not to look at the day's chart before I review it. I'm trying to make it as alive as possible as a simulation. So that's it, guys. No winning trades today. Nothing wrong with that. We've had a really good week. If you go back and watch my videos this week, we've had 3 or 4 successful trades all week and no losers. So having a loser or 2 today or no trades at all, there's no shame in that. If you're not getting the setups you want, it is best to sit out and not make money that day. Because guess what? If you're trying to force it, if you're trying to see your strategy but it's just not there, you're going to lose. So sit out when you need to, and that's it, guys. Be back tomorrow for the Friday trading session, and we'll see what happens.